Stop using LinkedIn Easy Apply. If you're someone who's looking for a job and not getting shortlisted, it is perhaps because your resume is getting lost amongst thousands of other resumes that people have applied for using LinkedIn Easy Apply. See, the current job market is getting tougher and tougher, and applying for jobs is becoming easier and easier. And with LinkedIn Easy Apply, a few clicks and boom, you've applied for a job. Now, what happens because of this is people are applying for hundreds of jobs every day randomly, mindlessly, due to which the amount of time a recruiter can spend on looking at an application reduces significantly. Therefore, if you rely just on LinkedIn Easy Apply for a job, then perhaps the chances of you getting shortlisted is very, very little. So what should you do if you want to increase the chances of getting shortlisted? Well, this video is exactly aimed to helping you with tips and tricks that you can use in order to increase the chances of getting shortlisted. Hi, my name is Shashank, and in this video, I will show you how you can apply for jobs using my example. For instance, currently, I'm also looking to make a switch from the current job that I have. And I know this, that just applying on LinkedIn Easy Apply is not going to help. So I follow a step-by-step strategy, and I'm going to share that with you in the next few minutes. So let's get started. First, I track all the job applications that I'm applying for on an Excel sheet. Now, this Excel sheet has details like the company at which I'm applying for, the job role, the link of the job role, the people who are in the decision-making process, when did I apply, did I get rejected, did I get selected, did I get my first round, did I get my second round, etc., etc. So having a tracker makes it easier for you to organize your thoughts and makes it easier for you to do follow-ups. Second, I ensure that I have a customized resume for each job application that I apply to. Now, using the same resume to apply for all jobs is the best recipe for disaster, and the chances of you getting shortlisted is very less because of that. So for example, if a company is looking for a content marketing manager, in that case, my resume would be restructured to show my content marketing skills at the forefront. Similarly, if somebody is looking for a paid marketing manager where they're looking for experience with paid ads on Instagram, Facebook, in such cases, my resume would highlight my experiences and skill sets which display that I have experience with running paid ads. So ladies and gentlemen, if you're looking to apply for a job, please do not use the same resume everywhere. Now, just customizing your resume is not going to help. You may want to use a custom cover letter as well. So custom cover letter involves a few lines about who you are and why you think you would be fit for the job role that you're applying for. So for example, there's a company called Jai Kisan. They're looking for a content marketing manager. So my cover letter tells them that, hey, I am interested in the job role because of two things. One, I have experience with content, so I have exactly what you're looking for. And second, I believe that credit and insurance in India as an industry is going to propel India to become a $10 trillion economy. And Jai Kisan especially deals with providing credit to farmers and small business owners. So my cover letter was crafted in a way that Jai Kisan and me and my resume have resonance. Third, once I'm done preparing my resume and cover letter, what I do is I upload that to ChatGPT. I also upload the job description for which I have applied for. And then I tell ChatGPT that, hey bro, please roast my resume or give me ideas to improve the resume. Now ChatGPT will come up with certain points. I'm not going to copy paste the same thing. Rather, I will take input and then accordingly, I will modify my resume. Number 4, identifying people who are decision makers or perhaps people who are working at the company and requesting them to refer me for that particular job role. Now see, if you apply on LinkedIn Easy Apply and then wait for your resume to get shortlisted, perhaps the chances are less. But if you're able to convince someone to give you a referral, then the chances of you getting noticed increases because the employee can use their internal job listing site and then refer you. So to identify people I can possibly request for referrals, I open the LinkedIn page of the company, I check out people, and then I see if there are any people that I know, first connections, second connections, and then request other people to refer me to that person who can refer me to the job, and the process goes on. Now using the referral strategy, I have applied at several jobs. Number 4, I don't just apply on using LinkedIn Easy Apply and leave it there. What I do is I try to find out the email ID of the recruiter. For that, I use a tool called apollo.io, snof.io, or contact out. There are many email finding tools that you can find on LinkedIn. And then what I do is I identify the email ID. I send them a nice email about my candidature. Along with that, I have my resume and cover letter attached. So now notice this. There are two places where my application is: on the LinkedIn Easy Apply portal, or that is on the LinkedIn portal, and then also on the email of the recruiter. Sometimes what I also do is I identify who is the hiring manager for that particular role, and I ensure that my resume and application reaches out to them as well. So the chances of me getting shortlisted increases because there are 2-3 places where I'm present at. So this is a basic structure that I follow. Now please understand, just applying for a job once is not going to help. You need to be able to follow up on the applications. So there are times when you will not hear back in the first time, in the second time, in the third time. Maybe fourth time is when you hear back from the company. So that is where my Excel sheet comes into picture. You remember an Excel sheet I talked to you about in the first first point. So having that tracker lets me know that, oh, Shashank, you applied for this job on the 28th October. The second time you send a follow-up was on the 3rd of November, then on the 12th of November. So do you want to send a fourth follow-up, say on the 23rd of November? So these are a few good practices that I use in order to increase the chances of me getting shortlisted for a job. Now, there are a few things that I avoid when I'm applying for a job. The number one thing, I'm not mindlessly applying for a job. See, it is easy to apply for 100 jobs in a day, but I do not want to do that, because if my resume does not get shortlisted or it gets rejected, then I cannot apply for the same job again. So in this case, what I do is I have followed certain companies that I want to get into, and I'm waiting for them to post a relevant job opening so that I can apply. Second, I avoid getting tensed and anxious because I'm not getting enough calls from recruiters. Or sometimes you may have this thought that, hey, will I get paid enough money that I was getting paid in the last job that I had? Or there are hundreds of negative thoughts that can come to your mind. So the idea is to be patient and trust the process. A lot of times what candidates do is they get demotivated and then they stop applying for jobs, or they get demotivated and then they start applying for hundreds of jobs hoping that they will get shortlisted. But that is recipe for disaster. Trust yourself, trust the process, and most importantly, be patient. Third, I don't spend my entire day looking for jobs or applying for jobs. There are a few things that I want to do in order to take care of my personal health. So maybe going out for swimming or exercising, or maybe spending some time trying to learn something. So at this stage right now, I feel that I need to learn data analysis or Excel. So I'm spending some time trying to learn these skills so that as and when I switch, I'm able to leverage these skills in the new job that I get. So ladies and gentlemen, if you're looking to apply for a job, be calm and follow the process. Don't rely only on Easy Apply. Don't rely only on LinkedIn. I would suggest go check out other platforms as well, Naukri.com, IIM Jobs, or sometimes you may also want to check out the careers page of different companies, because a lot of times what happens is companies post a job on their careers page first, and after a few days they will post that on LinkedIn. So if you're able to identify a job on a career page of a particular company and you apply, there are perhaps increased chances of you getting shortlisted. So yes, that's all for this video. I hope this video was helpful, and I wish you all the very best in your job hunting journey. I hope you liked and enjoyed the video. In case you have any questions, please feel free to put them down in the chat. And thank you so much for watching. Take your hand, pat yourself on the back, and I'll see you in the next video.